Adjust the camera just a tad there. All right. Nice and close with me tonight. I'm scooting up a little bit. And I might just move the canvas a little then, huh? Oh, just still too high. Let's get that down a little. Okay. Whew. What a day. What a week. How's yours been? I have been, between the last Friday and this Friday, over 1,300 miles. Didn't know how your day went, but that's how mine went. So what you see in front of you is just an idea that I had. I wanted to tape off so that I could go a little faster. I have to do my sky and do my land and do my ocean, and yet still be able to paint something else. And because the sky and everything is still wet, it makes it very difficult for me to do that. So today we are doing it this way, and I'm leaving a little bit of a sunset, and I'm going to do a whatever you call those things. It came out of my lighthouse. Came right out of my head, and getting ready to do that, getting the brush wet here, get ready to make some sky. So we're going to do a darker, ominous, kind of a cloudy, dark sky over here, and we're going to do a lighter blue sky over here. And the best way to start all of that off is with a one color, and that usually means some white and some blue. And I've got a few colors already squeezed out that I was wanting to work with tonight. And got some ocean color to deal with. And I'm looking for my blue sky. Nothing but blue sky. There's my blue sky. Little too much water. Yeah. Yep. We've got our distant blue sky over here.
Hi, Cher. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Annette.
Oh.
We want to thank all of you that joined us on our road trip home. Helped to keep us alert because Donny was real tired, but talking on the live stream really helped him.
Yeah. That was great. Very kind of everyone to be in the chat. All right. Now we're going to take that and we're going to add some ocean to it. Some turquoise. And we're going to take two different types of turquoise here for our water. And then we're going to lighten that as we go further away. Okay. We might do something like that. There's our ocean, land, darker sky. We need, that's it for that brush. Pretty good so far. I like that brush. Okay. closed up our squeeze of white. Yep, I've been a painter since I was a little kid. I liked getting stuff all over me. I liked getting paint on me, and of course I got in trouble. But I have always been a painter. And we are just putting in our little bit of clouds here. We're going to take our dark and ominous color and make our dark ominous sky. Kind of a grayish, kind of a gray sky. You might say, for those of you that are just joining, I have decided to tape off a spot for a lighthouse. And the way to do, and see, the problem I've been having, of course, is, the sky isn't dry enough, for a lighthouse. And so we have to put one. I've decided, well, let me try this. They do this for moons, and they do this for other things where they kind of do that, and they put okay, we're gonna go darker up here. I'm mixing a little bit of the blue. Oops. Didn't want that to happen. And then we're going to pull this over into our other sky. That needs more blending. So we're gonna take and we're gonna fight back here. We're fighting back with some blue. Hey, dark sky, you don't have us yet. Okay. Now I'm kind of touching in on the dark, and then I'm pulling the light back into the dark. Oh, that's good. Okay. Now we're gonna take that really dark navy, really darken this up over here. Now time to take a little black. black. I see a rider on my brush. What we're going to get here is we're going to get our, like a dark cloud. Very good, very good, very good. We're trying to work in some dark here, and then so you can take a little bit of the lighter gray and go under the black, and then that gives you some height on the black. Yeah, see, like that. Oh boy, that looks really good. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good. Matter of fact, I'm thinking we might even need more, just a little bit more blending there. We'll come in here real quick here with a dark, and then we can fight back a little bit with the blue. Take
Hi,
some of
Smoky
that.
Mountain Man. Hi, Suzanne.
And some of that. Kind of fight that dark back a little bit. And then we'll get, let's see where, there we go. Right there. We'll fight back a little bit. Then I kind of dab the brush. See if I can't give me just a little bit more blend there.
I was doing something. Smoky Mountain Man said he was getting ready to text me. I was doing something on another. I was sitting here, but I was doing something on another screen.
What? I mean,
Yeah,
you weren't paying attention to me?
I was adjusting. I was listening to you. I was adjusting Nightbot. There was something on night. I forgot to change Nightbot from Joy Blessed Life to Smoky Mountains Blessed. So I went in there to change that real quick.
Yeah, you might as well make that announcement right now.
Yeah, so if you don't know yet, we changed Joy Blessed Life name on social media and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and everything. We changed it to Smoky Mountains Blessed, because we like the blessed word and stuff. Donny thought the word life sounded like we were, it was a church channel.
Yeah, it was too many people taking that.
There's a lot of churches with that in the name and stuff, and and it didn't really show what we do. It didn't represent what we do, and Donny's
True, it was more of an attitude.
Donny's a big part of the channel, even though he has this channel, Storyteller Donny, where he paints and tells stories. He's just a really big part of my channel, and so I wanted it to like not be, you know, all about joy in the name, you know, and because he's like my hero, you know.
Aww.
And whenever
Aww. Whatever.
whenever I need something, I always call him my hero, or I call him Mr. Wonderful, because
And
I
that,
had the bulging discs, and then I had the fractured, broken foot, and stuff. So if there's something that I need done, he'll do it for me, vlogging wise, or even holding the live stream sometimes, and walking around and talking with.
because you had to use the body.
Or if I have to go use the restroom, he'll hold it for me and take over. And he just does a lot for me on the channel. So I wanted it to represent what we do, which is Smoky Mountains vlogging. Once in a while we'll go somewhere else and vlog somewhere, like we went to the family funeral, and then when it was all over, like the day we left, that's when we got out to vlog.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of vlogs that day. And
Because I had kept you so, you hadn't gotten out at all.
I hadn't left. I left the house with my brother and sister-in-law when they went out, but other than that, I did not leave the house. And so, so that it was like Donny just was like in paint mode, and it was like he was painting
Wasn't
from
I?
morning until night, and trying to get this done for them. Hi Susan, how are you? So, so we wanted it to be so that people knew what we do as well, which is Smoky Mountains. Since we're local Smoky Mountains vloggers here, we wanted it to say what we do, because the other name, people don't even know, what it's about, But, so, Smoky Mountain Man said, what'd you think of your first Buc-ee's? I had already seen some videos, so I was already aware of some of what Buc-ee's was, but it was like huge, and to me it reminded me of like a Stuckey's from years ago. The Stuckey's had food, they had all kinds of snack things and all kinds of souvenirs and everything like that, except this was more, they had even more than what they had in a Stuckey's, because they actually had all different clothing lines that would, I guess Donny said they rented space in there. He bought a shirt to wear to the funeral because a request was, they didn't want you to wear something dark and depressing or whatever, they wanted you to wear something happy. So he actually, well, even though the base part of his shirt was dark, it was a Hawaiian shirt, so it had these Hawaiian, what was it, flowers on it or something?
Yeah, lathe.
Lathe flowers, on it and stuff, so, and I wore some clothes that my sister-in-law had, because everybody was wearing, not everybody, but a lot of people were wearing dresses, and I didn't even have one with me. I hadn't worn a dress for a long time. And so
long time.
she let me wear her stuff, which was kind of purple. It was a darker purple, but it was kind of like a I can't remember, like a wine purpley color or something like that. So, and then, and so Donny had no idea what Stuckey's was, what Buc-ee's was all about. So he was like, wow.
Yeah, I
Susan
was.
says she's not been feeling good today, I guess.
Yeah, I was in overwhelm.
Donny wasn't overwhelmed in Bucky's.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. Everybody was loud. You know, they make an electric atmosphere type of feeling. You know, they like making a lot of noise and the smell of food and artwork. And
The one thing that was good though, because I did a live stream, and then I have an edited vlog that'll be coming out too. They didn't even play copyright music in there, but it was loud. I mean, there was, you know, loudspeakers and, you know, people talking and stuff like that. So, you know, there was a lot of noise in there, but it's very interesting.
yeah, very enjoyable. And the shock kind of wore off when we went back the second time. You kind of knew what was going to happen, but, you know, I mean, one section had shirts for $75, the other section had them for $25. No problem.
And then they had, you know, like things you could buy for your house on
Your
your
dog.
walls. Like on your walls, like they have paintings, they have
Everything for your pet.
yeah, they have all kinds of things for pets. They have like knick-knack type things, and of course a lot of things have Bucky the beaver on them, but there's a lot of things that don't, that are just like, okay, in the Kentucky Buckies, then they had things from Kentucky because it's the Kentucky Buckies. Then in Texas they would have Texas things, you know, things like that. Smoky Mountain Man said he's seen Will and Dawn's videos, and I've seen their videos from Bucky's. I've seen I think maybe the Carpetbagger too, and Adam the Woo. So I had a pretty good idea as well. Smoky Mountain Man said he had an idea of what it was like from seeing those videos too. The one thing with live streaming places is you don't necessarily have a good signal, and that's why a lot of YouTubers just vlog it, because their video quality, you know, is going to be better on the edited video. The live streams, it's just now and in the present, you know, and stuff, but it's not necessarily the video quality because of the cell signal. There's anymore, there's so many people on their phones that it's hard to get live streams out there with a good quality picture on them. Smoky Mountain Man said when they come on their vacation, they're gonna go get a Bucky's Tennessee shirt. Smoky Mountain Man said, another water picture, two things I love. Mountains and water.
Mountains and water. Yep. You'd like Oxnard, California, because the mountains come right down to the ocean there.
Cher said it's turning out great.
Yeah. So we're gonna, I think we're ready to do our lighthouse now. No, I want to do some grass. Gotta do some grass before we do. We need some, a new color we bought, khaki. Oh, we bought khaki. Yay, pretty tacky khaki. And a little bit of, oh, that's way too much. I need my favorite brush. There you are. Tacky khaki. Contrary to most belief, you can put the toothpaste back in the tube. Some say you can't put toothpaste back in the tube. I disagree. And it's not like these paints are really expensive, you know, it's like $5 or $6. And so don't worry about it. But for some reason, I just got that on me where I just can't stand it. I want to save some paint. Oh, we've got to do something over here in the distance. Maybe we can pull that green out on the shoreline here. A little shoreline green right there. That looks pretty good. I think we'll leave that at that. Rat-a-tat-tat. We'll leave that at that. Okay. Green goes back in its cage. Wash the brush. And now we're gonna put in a little bit of the short, a bit more of that. There's something missing right here. We're going to put that right there. Bring that.
The other thing about having the channel be called Smoky Mountains Blessed, and of course the mountain word in the thing is MTNS, which is the abbreviation for mountains.
Ta-da!
But the thing of it is like whenever Donny and I go out driving, which I was saying this earlier today. We go out driving and we head out on the Parkway. If we're driving from Sevierville towards Pigeon Forge, we literally see the Parkway and we see those mountain ridges, and we just say out loud, This does not get old, gosh. This does not get old. Seeing those mountains. And it just is like, such a happy thing for us to see that. We feel so blessed to be able to live here, you know. And it's a total stretch of faith to live here, because this place is not inexpensive. It is not inexpensive to live here. You go out to eat and you drop some you drop some dollars. You to buy a home, or the people who rent here and everything, you drop some coin on this to live here. So we just stretched out our faith, because every time we had a chance, we were driving over here, until finally I said, why don't you just look for work over here? Because, you know, we were driving 90 minutes one way, you know, to just come over here all the time. Hey, Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla.
Are there any other flavors of gorilla?
than the vanilla.
Are they only vanilla?
So it just seemed appropriate, you know, to have it to be more of a name that embraces Donny, plus it embraces the Smoky Mountains, vlogging that we do, and feeling blessed to be here. You know, that was the idea. Smoky Mountain Man said, Jesus is the lighthouse. Jeff said, I am only vanilla. There may be, but but he don't know. Other flavors.
It was just a silly question.
A silly joke question. Smoky Mountains Man said, you are so blessed to be able to live there. That is it. That's why I called the channel, changed the channel name to Smoky Mountains Blessed. Jeff said, that's why I gave you a silly answer, because it was a silly question.
I know there's a grape ape.
A grape ape?
Yeah, there's a grape ape. I'm ending up more with a tree than a lighthouse. But we're working on it.
Smoky Mountain Man said Amy Grant had a song called Grape, Grape.
Grape, really?
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Nope. That album was on sale when he picked that one up.
Probably heard it on the radio. What is that you're making there?
I don't know. I'm working on it. I know what it's going to be. I'm just having a hard time making it be that. You know, knowing what brush to use.
Grape Joy is the full name. Grape Joy. Huh. I never heard that song. Grape Joy.
Oh, does he mean Grate? Gra?
Grape.
Oh, okay. Grape Joy. Husky's not.
Okay, so I looked it up. Here's the word. It's called Grape Joy, Amy Grant. The words, she says, I am a small and lonely grape, clutching to the vine, waiting for the day when I'll become my Savior's wine. Oh, wouldn't French cuisine just yearn it? I've eternity to ferment, but knowing me, I'd end up ripple in a cellar of Chablis. Are you a small and lonely grape, clutching to the vine, waiting for the day when you'll become the Savior's wine? Don't give up hope, ye heavy laden. You don't want to be a raisin. There's a great joy in Jesus, in the vine of the Lord. Jeff said he really enjoys grape, sun-kissed, or Faygo, and vanilla ice cream is yummy. You know, I like ice cream float in all kinds of flavored sodas. Donny's not really so big on those.
Too sweet, yeah.
Smoky Mountain Man said it was one of her early and first songs from the 70s. You know, one of her songs that is actually a Christmas song, that's always been one of my favorite Christmas songs, is Tender Tennessee Christmas song. When I lived in Indiana, I was singing that song, Tender Tennessee Christmas.
Tender Tennessee Christmas.
Longing to move to Tennessee. Way back then.
Way.
Jeff said, I've been told I have a sweet tooth, but I think I have sweet teeth. Smoky Mountain Man said he loves Tennessee Christmas too.
Tender Tennessee Christmas. It's the only Christmas for me.
He said every time I hear it, I'm homesick for Tennessee. And that's the thing, is like every time I hear it, I just wanted to be in Tennessee. I just wanted to be living in Tennessee.
Well, they say there's more snow in Colorado than your roof will ever see.
So here's the lyrics of, in case, hi Tara, we got to see Tara a few days ago. She was able to, we were going through her town. By the way, we have some vlogs coming of Shelby, Tennessee. You know how Scott always says, watching from Shelbyville, not Tennessee, Kentucky. Shelbyville, Kentucky. He'll say, watching from Shelbyville, Kentucky. So we thought, what is Shelbyville, Kentucky all about? So we stopped there. And Terry got to come over and give us a hug. She's got a little cameo in our vlog. Yeah, Jeff said one of their pastor friends came over here and saw the mountains and just absolutely loved them. But then he went down to Gatlinburg and he said it was an atmosphere shock difference between the mountains and Gatlinburg. Yeah, Gatlinburg and the mountains are vastly different, but I love them both. And we ate at a very special place. That'll be in the vlog too. Mrs. Colonel Sanders restaurant. So here's the lyrics for Tennessee Christmas. And this is what it's like. Hearing this just made me want to live in Tennessee. And this was like so many years ago. Way before I met.
Yeah.
Long before I met Donny.
Yeah.
It says, come on, weatherman, give us a forecast,
Come
snowy
on,
white.
weatherman.
Can't you hear the prayers of every childlike heart tonight? Rockies are calling, Denver snow falling. Somebody said it's 4 feet deep, but it doesn't matter. Give me the laughter I'm gonna choose to keep. Another tender Tennessee Christmas, the only Christmas for me, where the love circles around us like gifts around the tree. Well, I know there's more snow up in Colorado than my roof will ever see, but a tender Tennessee Christmas is the only Christmas for me. Every now and then I get a wandering urge to see, maybe California, maybe Tinseltowns for me. There's a parade there. We'd have it made there. Bring home a tan for New Year's Eve. Sure sounds exciting, awfully inviting. Still, I think I'll keep another tender Tennessee Christmas. And then it goes into the chorus again. And then the other verse says, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you know, I want to be home. Well, I know there's more snow up in Colorado than my roof will ever see. But a tender Tennessee Christmas is the only Christmas for me. Where the love circles around us like a gift around a tree. Well, they say in LA, it's a warm holiday. It's the only place to be, but a tender Tennessee Christmas is the only Christmas for me. And see, how can you not hear those words and sing them and want to live in Tennessee? You know what I mean? It was like, I want to live in Tennessee. Because I loved Christmas anyway. And that song just always touched my heart. And it still does. Still to this day, every Christmas I listen to it.
Okay.
Well, what we do have to pray is that it doesn't turn into like other places, you know, because there's other places that are trying to come into this area and change it into what's over there, you know, that they have in their big city, and we don't need that in Gatlinburg.
That's
Hey,
right.
Spaceman!
Spaceman!
Okay, Tara's, we're still requesting prayers for her dad. He'd already had one procedure done for his gallstones. He's a veteran, and
Yeah, she's having to travel too.
and he has to have another procedure done, and he'll be admitted to the hospital. He hasn't bounced back from the getting some of the gallstones out. I don't think they got all of them out, so he's going to have another procedure in the morning. He's had these issues since November, and they can't do everything that they would normally do because of his health. He's not strong enough, she said, to have the whole gallbladder removed due to his heart. They took out 15 gallstones, but he has to have more, I guess, done.
Wow.
And he's still in the hospital. He did not. They were hoping he could come home, but he didn't. He wasn't ready to come home, so they're going to do another procedure. But she said the VA hospital in Louisville is amazing.
That's Louisville. Louisville. Like you gotta do a little bit of jumma short. Say Louisville.
But isn't that the Louisville Slugger?
Man from Laramie.
What's he called? The Louisville Slugger, right? As like
a baseball bat. Yeah.
Baseball bat.
Mm-hmm. What's jumma short? Yeah. Man from Laramie. Oh, from Louisville. I'm, you know, gotta have just the right. Trying to bring in that gray.
I'm still not sure what that is you made.
Well, it kind of looks like a castle, doesn't it? A little bit of a castle, but I'm just waiting for it to dry. See, you have to...
Tara said, Louisville.
Louisville.
Louavvoll.
Yeah, Louisville. Louisville. Trying to spell a word.
Tara said Louisville is home of the Slugger baseball bat. They have a factory and a museum in downtown Louisville. Outside of it, they have a baseball bat that is like 60 feet tall. We'll have to see it sometime when we're, traveling. Oh, the other thing, the other prayer request too is for Papa
Oh,
and Kenny really as well, because Papa has not bounced back from that issue that he was having, where he had an infection in his leg and stuff like that last fall, around the time that Kenny was gone to his cruise, and he went to the cruise and then to Disney and all that stuff. He was gone quite a while, and Papa kind of like stayed in the.
he wasn't able to make his appointments.
Yeah, he stayed in. He didn't get out, and I had called him and asked him, does he need to go to the doctor or anything, but he told me no. He told me he was fine, and he wasn't fine. He ended up, having a bad infection in his leg and went to the hospital, and then he went to rehab, and his leg has not recovered, and so I don't know if you know, Papa is a veteran as well. He only has one leg, and that one leg, he has a artificial leg on the other one. The one leg that he has had gotten infected, and he just didn't recover from that. As far as being able to use his leg, he's still not able to put weight on his one good leg and use it. And then he said that his arms were having some trouble as well. He wasn't having a lot of strength in his arms, so there's no way he can even use his walker to get around or anything like that. He said that he will probably be in the hospital, or not the hospital, the facility. He's in the hospital right now, getting some more treatment, but he's going to go to back to the treatment center, and he said he will probably be there for at least another year, if not longer. And he's older, He's actually Kenny's grandfather. Kenny calls him Dad because he raised Kenny. And so the other thing then, Kenny, I don't know if you know this about Kenny, but Kenny is always thinking with as much faith as he can muster. He does not like to think about any possibility other than things working out for the best, and so having to, where he's staying right now, they've just been having talks with him about facing reality and stuff like that, and it's not something he wants to do. He emotionally, he doesn't want to face that. So Kenny said he's been dealing with some depression and a great deal of sadness. He doesn't want to think about losing Papa or not being able to live with Papa. Kenny said, or they were saying that Kenny really wanted to get a loan and be able to fix up his trailer home and move back in it, because it had some, damage over the years in the flooring, I think, and stuff like that. And so, they were talking to him about that and trying to get him to face reality about how, that's not really something he can do. And so he's having a real hard emotional time. So pray for Kenny and pray for Papa. So, Kenny just
Thank you, Lord,
wants
for
to
maturity.
be somewhere where he has a little bit of independence. Kenny is a very independent person. Ford man Kenny. He likes to be able to do everything he possibly can. So, but Kenny said he was having a hard time emotionally with this.
Okay.
Jeff said he'd love to see the lathe that made that 60-foot pat.
Yeah. We have
And anyway, the stuff that Kenny was sharing on live stream a while ago. So that's why I wanted to let whoever watches us that they've seen Kenny on our channel, so they could remember to pray for Kenny and Peppa.
all right. Where are we at time-wise?
It's 3 minutes to 9.
Oh, good. Very, very good. That's very, very good. The only thing for me. To warm holiday. Tennessee Christmas is the only Christmas for me. Oh, you know what? I think I know what I'm trying to do here. See, there's imagine instead of this fading, if it was an actual front line where the clouds had a definite defined edge. That's what we need to do. A definite defined edge, kind of like when those clouds, they come in and they roll in. From a distance. And
oh, who's ever listening to over on Smoky Mountains Blessed channel, you know, we have that giveaway going on. After we hit 5,000 subscribers, there'll be another giveaway for a 2-night stay in the campground cabin.
Or better.
Well, it you know, that's the thing is we have the permission for that, and
That we're sure
will
of.
qualify someone, you know, and stuff, so we don't have to worry about any of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why I say that.
Yeah.
Because it's a nice cabin. I mean, it's fully contained. It's got.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's got a full bathroom. It's got a kitchen. So somebody could have actually 3 days in the Smokies, because you can come, check in, you know, go do your thing for the day, come back, sleep there. If you want to have your breakfast there, you can. If you want to have your supper there, you can, you know, because it's got a full kitchen. And you can do that for 2 nights, and then on the third day you would just check out, and if you wanted to check out and then go back and have your day in the Smokies before you drive home, then you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a twofer.
I've never heard of anybody else having that kind of giveaway, so. But that, I mean, Donny and I like to do something great. But here's the way the winner is picked. I write down every time somebody watches one of the videos over there on Smoky Mountain's Blessed channel. And I put a little check mark every time they watch a video, and it doesn't even have to be a new video. It can be an older video that you haven't watched before or something, and you go watch it, because that's how I earn my ad revenue, is on views. So when I get to 5,000 subscribers, then I'll be able to see whoever commented the most, you know, and then I'll have a winner. And it's not going to be the same winner that won the last time. It's going to be a new winner. If the same person wins twice in a row, then
We consider them family.
that person will get a prize, but it's not going to be that prize. And then that prize is still going to go out to someone. If the person wins twice in a row, they'll get something as a thank you prize, but the 2-night stay will go to the next person, you know. Tara said she's been packing in hopes that her dad is stable by Saturday so that they can come visit the Smoky Mountains next week.
Okay, well, GW is going in the corner. Mm-hmm. All right. Another learning experience for DW.
So everyone can pray that Tara's dad is stable.
Yep. Thank you, Lord, for strength. Thank you, Lord, for the wisdom of the doctors, proper diagnosis, proper surgery, proper the anesthesia, everything working out the way it's supposed to. No issues, no mistakes, no complications or anything. Here. Missed you last week.
Because
It was hard work, but I made it.
He was painting the house.
Yep.
Painting,
Did a lot of.
staining, installing woodwork, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So thank you for joining.
Thank you
Good
for
night.
joining. Good night. Good night. We love you. Miss you. See you next week.
And thanks again for everyone that watches the replay. Appreciate it so much on all of our videos.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All of our videos.
All right, you have to hit the X.
I have to hit the button. All right. I am looking for it. There it is.